I get to talk about rooms. Just to warn everyone here, this is a group participation part of our day. So I have a little microphone that I'll be passing around a little bit later if anyone has any comments, questions, or whatever, so that it gets recorded so I don't miss anything that you wanted to make sure everyone knows about. So you've been warned. Run now while you still can. So I am Rachel Gray, for those of you who don't know me. I am in charge of our Enterprise Rooms Committee, and so I am giving you a little update on what we've been up to. As soon as Tyler turns off his music, that is. No. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the newest rooms that, as a committee, we've put together. I did this one, so I really think it's an awesome room. So I think you should all have it on your library profiles. But this is a gaming room. And what I've basically done is, as you can see, we've got our standard format that we've done for quite a few of our different categories of having, a variety of things here. This is kind of the format that we've kind of gone with as a committee, just because it's nice to have uniformity across things. But then I also decided to add in whatever board games or video games that we have available in the region to check out, so that you might be able to direct your patrons there as well. And this will go to a search in Enterprise. So that's kind of a nice new feature that we have there. And it's going to take a while because we're all waiting on it. Just like when you call the help desk and we can't get something to work right away because we're waiting on it. So I'm not going to wait, but be aware that we've got that guy. Tyler was nice enough to put together a literary awards room, which could be really, really nice for back to school or for any other time of year where you're looking for a little bit more content perhaps on your Enterprise profile. And he's gone through all the different awards that we kind of highlight in libraries. So the SELCO, what other ones do you have on there, Tyler?
The France. The Curtis King.
So yeah, we've got the Caldecott and then the Newberry, Curtis King. And he not only talks about the awards, but he also talks a little bit about why the awards were created. So that's kind of a nice feature as well. Could also be really helpful for schools. We do a lot of different holiday rooms as well. And Donovan was the one who went through and updated this guy. This is our room on Labor Day. Of course, I say this guy and it doesn't come up. So it might be nice to have for next year, but I'm just highlighting the ones that are the newest. So that's why I'm talking about this today. And I know that homework helpers was my next one on my slide. I'm just going to click on that here. Hopefully it'll come up a little bit quicker since it's not going through. And this is more of a pathfinder. We had the jobs and employment pathfinder when we first started with Enterprise. And now I've created a homework helper one as well. And hopefully this will be continued to be fleshed out. I don't see this as a static one by any stretch of the imagination. But just so you know that if you've got a lot of students coming in, this might be a good thing. I also hope to flesh this out a lot for when History Day rolls around, so that we can kind of do double duty on that. And I know that you just finished one, Stephanie. Which one was your most recent finish room? Was that the Alzheimer's one?
Yeah, the Alzheimer's and dementia.
And so she's done a whole room on helping people find resources for helping family members, how to deal with it. And hopefully it'll come up before we have to go out to lunch here. And so it kind of gives you information that we have in the catalog for what it is, help for, stories about, and the like. So we like to kind of highlight these newer rooms here. In case you want a listing of all of the rooms we have completed, I'm not going to actually click in here, but there is a list of the completed rooms and anything that's been recently updated since in the last year or so. I have a last updated date on, so that we can kind of keep track and see what's new and what's not. Also on our website, we do have a little bit more information on the committee and our membership. And I am going to click on this one. This will tell you, give you an agenda for our meetings. A lot of them are work days, so there's no agenda. But if we have an actual meeting, we do agenda meeting minutes and whatnot. And over here, there's the SELCO Rooms committee members. So if you're thinking about stuff and you say, hey, I would really like to have a room on Nintendo, why not? It came to mind. You can contact any of us here, and I need to update this because Brad is no longer on the committee as he is transitioning into Zumbrota Mazeppa schools. But you can contact any of us and we can help you, or we can communicate with the rest of the committee. So now here comes the fun part for everyone. Let's go back to full screen. How are people using these rooms? And I'm going to turn this on to Terry. Unmute it. And do you have feed? Yeah? Does anyone have any comments? So you guys using this for staff more or for patrons more? Any feedback? Yes, Rhonda.
In Leroy, we use the AR. Okay.
I'm going to hand this over.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep. In Leroy. I don't think it's on.
It's on.
Okay.
It doesn't actually
Sweet.
make it louder in the room.
In Leroy, I'm the administrator for Renaissance Learning and our accelerated reader program.
Okay.
So, of course, I'm running that in the school. And I just gave all the lessons to the kids this past week so that they can find their AR levels easier. Although I will say I liked it better when you punched it in rather than try and take the slider and slide it.
Okay.
Because you got to get it just right.
Sorry. You can still type it in
Where?
where the numbers are.
Okay. Thank you. I love it. The kids will too. And then of course, since I am, then I carry it over to the public library during the summer. And this year, Alicia, wherever you went, there she is. She did it too in Grand Meadow when she found out I was doing it.
So where can you type it in there, Tyler?
Numbers are. It's 2.3 right now.
Oh, right here.
Actually a box.
Oh, fantastic. So see, you can highlight these guys and you can
Doesn't look like it.
change it here.
No. I don't know how quite to change that though.
So I just solved the world's, no. Thank you, Tyler, for having that as an option. Does anyone else have anything that they're using the rooms for specifically for staff or for patrons?
We'll let Rachel stay up front and run things, and I'll hand out the microphone.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Donovan.
No more?
That's sweet. Because if you have anybody that's working with AR, oh man, they have to look at
Every specific
well,
thing,
if
yeah.
you have a librarian that's sweet enough to label all your books in your libraries, you don't have to go through every book to find that color. And you just wow, not only the students, but the teachers. So SELCO, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Is anyone using enterprise rooms as kind of more of a help aid that you use versus giving it to your patrons? I'm thinking like for readers advisory, oh, I've got someone coming in who reads a lot of romances. What do I give them next? Or do we have any use like that? Any use at all of the enterprise rooms? Alicia.
I direct our homeschoolers to
Oh, that's a good way to do
those
it.
because they are specifically looking for, this is what we're teaching this month, this is what we're teaching next month. So it comes in very helpful for them.
Sure. Oh. Ooh, we got someone else up front. A couple of people.
We are trying to find it online on the iPad, and you had all those huge listings on the left, and we are not getting those.
That is the room's profile. So if you go to just Cersei Dynex, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff on the end. Okay, fine. Delete.
Rachel, you want to repeat that question? I'm not sure everyone heard it.
Sure. Basically, Lisa was wondering how I got to these. All of the listing here of all of the items that are on my left. These are all the completed rooms. This is the room profile where we are creating, this is kind of our sandbox, where we create the rooms, look at it and make sure they're working correctly and looking the way we want them to. So if you go to the regular selco.ent.cersei.net, which is the main page, that'll take you to the default profile. And then when you do that, and then just take off that default at the end, and type in rooms, this will take you to the rooms profile. And so that way you can see all of the rooms that have been created, and you're able to take a look and see, oh, that one's new. I wonder if someone's working on that right now. So a couple different places to look to see what things are. This is an alphabetical list. The other list in the Google Doc that we have is by genre or by topic. So it's genre, topic, holidays, pathfinders, and the like. Thank you for asking that. Other things about rooms. If you are using them and directing people there, what works for you and what doesn't work for you?
Do you have one for book clubs?
No. But I'll add that to our
Because
list.
my book clubs are always looking for
That's a great idea.
good suggestions. Thanks.
And I think my next slide, that's questions. I had a slide on what do you want to see.
Okay. We're limited to, what, like 7 or something, aren't we? Or has that changed?
Not for the rooms.
Oh, I thought we were. Was that-
Once you're into your searches and the different breakouts, the different facets that you can do, you're limited. But with rooms, you can have all of the rooms that we have available. You can have 2 rooms that are available. So it's totally up to you how many you want. And while it's kind of a pain in my rear, I can organize them in any way that you would like them as well. It just, you click the button and you have to wait a minute and a half, and then it moves. And you click the button and you wait again. So you can only move it one step at a time. But we can totally do that for anyone. We've done that for many people in the past. Got a question up front?
I'm still confused. Do we have to ask you to put rooms on?
Yes.
Okay.
If you just send an email into the help desk, we can get all the any of the rooms added for you. And then also, if you want it in a specific order, just let us know at that point. Or when I say, hey, I'm finished, is there anything else? You can say, yeah, can you move it up above Christmas? I want Thanksgiving before Christmas. Anyone else have any comments on the rooms? Anything they might want to see added? Alicia in the back again. We're helping him get his morning walk in, right?
Our school this year has started with the upper middle school grades.
Okay.
Have switched over to the cafe reading program, to Two Sisters or to something. It's a new reading program that's genre based. So this is something that I'm going to be pushing towards them as
Sure.
well. And I think that this will work out really, really well because they get to pick what interests me and they focus on alone reading time. So one of the teachers told me on Friday that the first 45 minutes of his class was, okay, everybody pick a book that you want to read. And he said for 45 minutes his class was silent and everybody's sitting all over the
Wonderful.
place just reading. So hopefully this is going to really, really work out well for them. And this will be a wonderful tool to help them with that program.
Great. Thank you. Well, since there's not a whole lot of other conversation or discussion here, I'm warning you guys that we're going to be sending out a survey to actually get documentation on how you're using it, what you'd like to see, changes that you might want to see implemented, and the like. So I'll be sending that out, I believe, to both the directors and the automation contacts across the board so that we can get feedback from people who aren't here as well. So that's pretty much all I have on rooms, unless people have additional questions for me. Are there any other questions? Terry's saying there's not any other questions because the microphone got turned off. Fabulous. Thank you, guys.